Hello, and you join me today on a lovely end of summer's day. We're approaching the end of summer and I want to make the most of it. So that's why I've got no pants on. A bunch of things have been happening to me in my head recently where I think, no more crap, no more other people's cars, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Many people say to me, you're just too nice with people. And then they ask a favour.
Only joking.
So, what's going to happen here? I'm going to show you the yard currently on September the 12th. And we'll see what it looks like when I get rid of all this stuff and I can start to make proper plans again. Let's start with some things that are staying. This car here, of course, and Nigel. The two most important cars to me at the moment. And then this MGTF here, which is my car. But the plan is just to fix it and sell it. Then I can have my lockup back to do whatever else I want to do in here. Which will be put another car in to work on. Over there, that Peugeot will be going at the weekend, I think. This may well be the first of the my cars to go. Max, the MGZR, will stay as long as it needs for me to fix it because it's mine. This 600 is mine and this isn't going anywhere, and this 45 called Neville just needs a couple of jobs doing, ready for its MOT. Finally, we have Shaggy the Audi, which is up for sale. It's just that nobody's bought it just yet. But again, this is my car and I'm not really too worried about it taking up space. And that is where this part of the video ends. Now we're getting on to the things that will be going. The 25 Turbo project here. This is sort of a collaboration with Tom, Turbo Tom, and me. I don't mean that to sound like three people. It's just Tom and me. Now, this car has become a bit of a problem. It has, because it has just been here for far too long, and there are things getting in the way of this project being finished and going on the road. Namely that the engine doesn't fit in the hole properly, and so lots and lots of messing around has to be done in order to make this car a reality. Whilst I don't have a great deal of space here, in fact I have no spare room, I'm beginning to think that this car could do with being a reality somewhere else. But in order for that to happen, I'm not just no more Mr. Nice Guy, but not nice guy at all. And I don't really want to do that. Instead, this jalopy, the Land Rover Freelander, called James, needs to go. Needs to go. And once that's gone, I can put another car there and start to tidy up down here. The Subaru there isn't my car, but it is owned by Carl. And Carl and I are thinking of doing something kind of together. Something together. And I don't want to reveal that just in case it doesn't happen. But for the moment, that's fine anyway. Because, I mean, for one thing, that starts and moves and it comes into the yard sometimes and then goes away from the yard, so it doesn't matter. But we do have the Metro still here. No MOT. It just needs an MOT, which I will do. And we still have this 25 here, which still has MOT and still is ready to kind of just leave the yard and clear up a big space that I would really very much enjoy. So that is already 5 cars that I don't want here, that is doing nothing but taking up space and making me feel just a bit on edge about things. What's next? Filling the lockup, 2 cars. It only takes 2 cars to fill this lockup, and then suddenly I can't really access the corner there or much of this. So this car here, dented Daisy. Unfortunately, it was a bit of a mistake buying it because I'm not even going to go into it. I don't have to explain everything I'm doing. No. And the same thing with this one here. Although it wasn't a mistake, Christine, the CVT, Christine, the press release 45, still here. Although I do have somebody who wants to buy this, but it's just not happened yet. When these two cars are out of this lockup and gone somewhere else, I will then be able to use it for my own purposes. Then we have the SD1, which we do have plans to move. In fact, unless I'm mistaken, this car should be going by the end of this month. And finally, this caravan, which seemed like a fantastic, funny idea at the time, I don't want, and I will be so glad for this to go. As soon as the SD1 has gone, I will be pulling this caravan out, putting it up there, and it's going straight up for sale. Now just consider this, what I'm thinking at the moment. I am looking to remove 8 cars and a caravan from my yard, which isn't mine, and that's why I have to pay to use it. 8 and a caravan, that's 9. In fact, 9.5, because the caravan takes up the space of about 1.5 cars. How cool will it be here when I have all this space back? I can't wait to get started. Once 1 or 2 of these cars have gone, I won't feel so much pressure to get rid of things that I'm not really too bothered about getting rid of, like this Audi there. I've got this Audi up at a price where it's well worth it, but it hasn't gone. And if I didn't need the space, I probably wouldn't put it. When I'm 9.5 spaces up, I will have a lot more options open to me. And one of them is going to be not filling it with 9.5 other cars. I may well go to 3 or 4, but that will be it. And I will be able to do a lot more with those 4 cars than what I can currently do with these 9.5. I'm getting exceedingly close to the day when all the wagons start coming in the yard to make use of that particular space there, ready for the containers. So soon, parking along here won't be an option. Parking over here won't be an option. And most probably, parking down here also won't be an option. And that's a little concern for me, because although the Audi here moves, that doesn't. And I'm a bit worried that the day is going to come quite soon where I'm going to be told, that car needs to move, can we move that car please? And I can't. So the first car to leave the yard is going to be this one. Not what I was expecting, because honestly I haven't minded Carl's car being here at all, which I've mentioned before because he helps me out with things. He's a good chap. Day 11 of this particular conundrum. You see, I'm going to have to stop calling it PNHQ because it's kind of not anymore. And unless I have my finger well and truly pulled out, it's never going to be it ever again. So after 11 days and just one kick up the backside, I can conclude that this place has got to look not only empty of cars, but spick and span as well. Which means that the Land Rover not only has to go, but so does the Mr. Crane. And these boxes full of things here, and that bumper, and these other boxes here, and this Metro, and probably even this hose pipe outside. I mean, that's not necessary, is it? But you know, at least the hose pipe outside is the sign of things being cleaned. Some bits over there, some this, and that, what have you. I don't think there's that much. Some more bits just over here, and we very, very quickly venture into things that aren't mine. Very quickly, because these toilets aren't mine, and neither is this trailer, and neither is that big blue pipe there, and this stop there. Hopefully for the last time, this Audi A6 Avant, because it's supposed to be going today. But what a practical car this would be for anyone with a dog, because Wilma is just happily in the boot, lying down. Much more comfortable, big space, not really making a mess anywhere. I need an estate car. James the Land Rover with the egg-stained string shirt has given me a thought. But I actually can't really take full credit for it because somebody else has given me an idea. Somebody unexpected called Boaty suggested something about this car, and I'm going to give it a go. But first of all, what I've done is drained off about 3 litres of oil because it had way too much in there. It's not a particularly nice colour either. Would you like a 24th of September progress report? Well, you're going to get one. Well, currently everything still looks exactly the same around here because that's still here, that's still here, everything's still the same, everything's still the same, okay? But no, it's not, no, sorry. Going off on a rather unwanted and stupid tangent there. There is a very small possibility that today could be the day where some things go. Although it's already like 4:30 or something, it does seem a bit late to be shifting anything. The MG ZR over there, I've had about 25 messages about that, all just amount to nothing. The MG TF 135, that might be getting paid for and going today, and the Audi A6 should be going today as well. Pissing in the subways, of course, that is a tradition, but how much piss do you have to do to be able to smell it from all the way up here? That is minging. After nearly 2 weeks, that's it. Finally, the first car has gone, leaving me room in the lockup to bung another car or tidy up. Let's just bung another car in. Now it's your turn, Roger Botty. Well, this has been a rather positive day. It's all, as I say, happening. A commitment to deposit paid on Max the MG ZR. That's a good one. That's a good result. I never had a pork pie. Now, the next thing is the caravan. And I've just been having a chat with the man called David about this. And to his and my surprise, he didn't know anything about. He doesn't know anything about it. Right, he doesn't know he's getting a caravan, but yeah, he does want one. The task of the day involves this steel ruler, some wheels, a caravan, and some diesel. It's been another long day, but that's for another video. What's relevant to this one though is the Audi A6 Avant 2.4 Quattro. This is now gone as well, but it wasn't in the yard, so you didn't see it go. But that's gone. Gone. Next to go is Max. Max is going today. There we go. That was a very nice, clean deal. Bye, Max. On and gone. Now, have a look at this. You may well have already seen this part, but the caravan has been ever so slightly pulled out, ready to have its wheels changed, and then that can jet off. This afternoon, Lewis Hamilton is going for MOT. That's the Rover 100, in case you didn't know. This space has to be cleared as well, which means that Tom's car, I've got to single-handedly move out of the way, and it's not very easy, especially when my existing cars are trapped by this. So now Alison, the MGF, has the undignified job of pulling this somewhere more suitable. Peugeot 306 sold, just to be collected. Well, that's given me another car length back again. This car has just passed its MOT, and I think it deserves a wash for that, don't you? Lewis Hamilton out of the yard. Another one gone. Not entirely without a replacement, no. No money changed hands, just items. Now there's an electric bike in the yard, but because it's small, it doesn't take up lots of space. What a week! That's 6 cars gone. 6. That's quite impressive. If that could happen every week, I could afford to have them coming in quite often. If things go to plan, there's a possibility that another 5 could be gone by this time next week. Well done, mate. Good. There we go. It is. Windows flapping about.
Sorry, not closed. Although I can't actually see down the side of the caravan quite well. It's not been down, is it? Not a huge rush.
Yeah, I reckon he'll pick up quite a lot now. The end of another story, a chapter coming to a close. That is of Dented Daisy leaving the yard and off to the establishment of a Allegro man. That is quite a surprise, but it's a good surprise because it means that it's not just going to go and be cubed, it's going to have some bits taken off and have some various use made of it first. Nice, eh? I think so.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Another.
It's strange seeing all these things go. And then there were none. Well, I say there were none. But this one's going next week, and I'm just about to do a video for this particular car. No progress on Tom's turbo. The Land Rover is here, gathering more and more leaves, and the press release car is still in there. But in the meantime, I've acquired this as a swap for my Rover 600, and that means that the story's starting to look a little bit confusing. Plus, the next big video project, thingy malarkey, whatever you want to call it, is already on its way. So that's why I'm going to wrap this one up here, and just be pleased with the amount of progress that has been made over the past month and a half, or whatever it is. And now I can get on with the next thing because of the extra space. So, thank you for watching, and thank you for being a subscriber, and thank you for liking the video, and thank you for being a channel member, and thank you for not pressing the unlike button. I shall see you in the next video.